Yeah, I was unsure if you were gonna make it or not.
No, I was up like a bolt this morning.
You're up like
How about yourself? How's it been today?
Oh, I wish I could have taken a nap. When I said I was gonna take a nap, I was
Yeah.
no longer tired. I could have fallen asleep at like 11 a.m., but the kids would not have it. So
Gotcha.
yeah. Yeah, so
Well, that's up.
been doing work all day, been building stuff and cleaning stuff and taking care of kids stuff.
So you're going to be alright today?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, if we can find a happy medium between the both of us, I think we'll be okay.
So how's this time in the morning working for you?
I would I would ideally like to have my own training slot, but in all reality, I couldn't expect my wife to have all 3 kids for 2 hours. So I get, this is by far like the most training, most time on like the bike I've ever done in a week.
Alright.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I mean, you know me, I'm like a 2-star superstar.
Well, it's I don't think so. Since I've been EXA, I don't think I've ever been a 3-star until now. I'm not sure if I'm noticing the benefits of that yet.
Oh no, you are. The fact that you're able to get on the saddle each and every day is a big thing, especially since it's not like you haven't been taking it super easy.
Yeah. I've been trying to get the canyon set up, but I've always suspected the frame was a little bit too big for me, even though it should fit. It's a double XL.
Oh jeez, that's huge.
But the thing is, I think the well, I'm 6'3", so you think, well, that's about right. But I'm more in the legs, less in the reach.
Oh yeah.
I'm not one of these. I sort of tend to curl rather than have this totally flat back like the pros do.
Yeah.
So I haven't figured out what's best for power at the moment.
Gotcha.
But riding it the other day, I felt my hamstrings stretching. I felt that the last couple of days.
Yeah, I imagine that because of your hip angle, you're having to probably. Is your reach set up the same between between your bikes?
The reach isn't enough.
Yeah.
The saddle setback's different as well.
Yeah. Alright, you ready to start this?
Have you managed to warm up?
I've had about 6 minutes, but we can warm up for another couple minutes. Sure.
Let me just finish setting up this gardening, and then so I'm going to dual record again. I'll take a second.
Man, the people in Be Cool look really weird.
In what way?
One guy looks like he's got both of his hands up in the air. He's like,
Oh, The animations.
Yeah, the avatar. Like
Yeah.
the guys on the side, the spectator. It looks like he's like a balloon, where he put a bunch of pillows in his shirt.
Yeah. And how embarrassing, turning up at an event, you're all wearing the same shirt.
Yeah.
Awkward.
Yeah, right. I think you look better in it than me.
Oh my days, and the same hat. Okay, ready when you are.
Alright. Alright, it's gonna start in 6 seconds. Oh man. Best start ever.
Yeah. Oh, look at that, straight into the draft. It's like we're pros.
Oh yeah.
I can already smell victory.
I like it. Yeah, I actually feel like I'm getting some good training because I'm just like, you know, here's a couple targets, right? Like, we know if we hit a certain speed, it's going to require, you know, an effort from the both of us.
Yeah.
And then, you know, so punch it where we need to, you know, make sure we're allowing each other to recover.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I don't have to steal your will. Quite what happened in reality, I don't know. Just do my best.
So, how long did you nap?
Sorry?
How long did you nap yesterday?
Longer than I actually slept. I'm not joking. Went back to bed. Got very, very comfortable. And my wife let me sleep in until lunchtime.
Oh my goodness. Good.
And she was tinkering around in the garden. Yeah. Which is actually more sleep than I had the night before.
Yeah. Ouchies.
Do you know what we should have done? Is taken some time splits. Right, we just passed that sign at 2:32.
Well,
You know that weird little radar sign?
why don't we
There's
do?
got to be some like points on the map that we
Why don't
that
we
we
just,
know.
We should just do it at the kilometers, like 10 kilometer, 20 kilometer.
Okay.
Because, in fact, we could probably, like, yeah, we'll use this one. We had such a good start. So since our elapsed time is more or less synced, we should be using that to time pulls.
Okay.
So, what kind of length of pulls do you want to do?
30 seconds for now.
Oh no, 30 seconds is too short. You'll never find the draft. I was thinking like 2 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
So at 5, I'll take over.
Okay. What are you putting at?
Depending on the terrain, but flat I'll do like 330. 330. Well, I'll do 340. We'll just see how that feels. Even though I'm feeling so good at the moment, it actually feels like I'm having to like chill to do 340.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have to certainly push.
So I swap over at 7.
Yep.
Did you say 2 minute, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we average 40, that would be nuts.
Yeah. I can't imagine us being able to do that, right?
Who knows?
Well, I can't imagine it. Just see what happens.
What kind of watch are you pulling right
So
now?
it's all about keeping yourself fresh by drafting right, yeah?
Yep. So, as long as you can hang in the draft.
Yeah. I think the either I'm getting used to it, or there is a difference to be felt by having a power meter as a source.
Nah, dude, you're becoming pro.
I moved the camera angle up a bit as well.
Yeah, that would be. I should.
Helps a bit.
Yeah.
Funny, when it says that you're 3 meters behind, it does not look like 3 meters. So you can't go by what it looks like. What made you choose this course then?
Because, I don't know. Alright, you're up.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Just because the terrain was flattish.
Fair enough.
It was flat, but it had variation. I am not interested in hilly rides.
So you don't fancy doing an Alp one of these days then?
Oh, no, certainly we can, but that's a whole different banana jamma, man.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm gonna have to test myself on that sooner or later. On the up, I should be able to get about 40 minutes, surely, shouldn't I?
I can't remember what time I got when Jason Haggerty pulled me up at like 5:0. I was on the rivet, and I was strong, and I weighed less. So, yeah.
Well, let's say one thing at a time. Try and put out some numbers on these hour and a half rides.
Remember, I'm up front.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think we're getting like that solid sweet spot during this stop.
So that again.
Well, not me. I'm being stupid with watts. I have a 345 average.
Yeah.
How about you?
Well, when I was up there last.
No. What's your average watts?
Oh, 335.
Yeah.
What's yours?
346.
I guess I've got drafting down.
Yeah, you do, buddy.
Oh, you're pulling monster on the front.
Nah, dude, you got drafting. You're a pro.
What are you doing at the moment on the front?
360.
Okay. I'll pull my finger out.
Where are you at?
What, on the front?
No. What are you at right now?
Oh, 275.
Nice.
240, 250. That kind of thing.
See, that's pro.
Yeah, it feels good, I've got to say. Right, come.
See, this is like training with like Mr. Miyagi. You're like,
Wax on, wax off.
yeah. That way when you go on the dojo with Zwift, you're gonna be rocking it.
Been spotting a noob a mile off there.
Oh shoot, we missed our time check, but I suspect it's about 15 minutes given our average speed. So 40 kilometers per hour is 15 minutes per 10K.
Okay.
So we're really cooking. So, and we actually, you know, we did some decent climbing during that period. So, and you know, and plus the start. So,
okay.
all right.
See if I can make it a 20 minutes without dropping off.
All right.
Still above 40.
What was that?
We're still above 40.
Yeah. 40.3 on my screen.
No drop change yet?
Nope.
Awesome.
Yeah, I ain't
Is
changing.
that because of anything or luck?
Huh?
Is that because of anything or luck?
So, the reason I was dropping the chain was because I was shifting during descents when there wasn't much tension on the chain. So it would bounce. So as long as I don't shift during that period, I'm good. All right, you're up. Ooh. Fantastic work. How you feeling?
Yeah, okay. I'm being conservative with my watts.
Awesome.
Trying to keep them below a level. How's your average watts doing?
Mine's 342.
339.
Awesome.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good.
We haven't lost any speed.
Nope, we're doing quite well.
Doesn't that make a difference when you're able to keep up to the draft?
Oh, yeah. Knowing that you're going to get drafted makes your pulls easier.
Yeah. Coming through. Oh. How linear is the draft between being on the draft and not being in the draft? And how many meetings?
I have
And
no
how
idea.
far behind?
Zero idea.
I yo-yoed a bit on that one.
feel like I'm like hyper focused at the moment.
You might what?
Say, I feel hyper focused at the moment.
Oh, groove. Well, if you feel me to solo off the front, just let me know.
No. I'm feeling like I'm feeling in tune with the ride is what I'm saying.
Oh, cool.
So that doesn't necessarily mean I'm feeling strong. I felt strong yesterday. Today it just feels like we're just doing this right.
Yeah. I suppose it's familiarity as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
I suppose it's a bit harder sometimes when you're on the Zwift to get into that zone because there's so much happening around you that you end up chasing somebody or trying to stay ahead. You know, just go out and ride freely, I suppose.
Yeah.
Or the temptation to do that.
For real.
Is your average power coming down a bit now?
It's 340.
Bang on.
Which
339.
Fantastic.
Pretty healthy average, isn't it? Over an hour and a half.
Yeah, we'll see if we can do it. I'll be happy with 330.
Is that how you expect to see after same duration outside?
Hell no. So I've done like some high intensity outside, but generally my rides outside are, you know, trying to go the distance, because when I ride with other people, they're guys that, like, you know, their rides, they'll do 60 miles, you know, every Saturday.
Yeah.
So no matter what power I do, 60 miles is hard for me.
Sure.
It just don't have that stamina. But, you know, if we keep doing this, dude, I'll be much stronger. I mean, yeah, this is
perfect endurance.
Yeah. And there's routes longer than this. Like, if we became awesome, we can, you know, figure out a day. You know, I ain't gonna ride. I mean, maybe there'll be a day that I ride till 1 a.m. But, try to do 100-kilometer.
Yeah.
And those are all flat as freaking flat.
What about long flat on Zwift? You find that just different?
I mean, it just, on Zwift it gets repetitive.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do flat, like that's what I hate is, like I was telling you the other day, is I know the landmarks so well. It's a constant reminder of how far I've gone or how far I've yet to go.
Right.
Even though we can look at this and be like, okay, here's time remaining. My eyes aren't fixated there. Like, I'm looking at the terrain.
Yeah. That's one thing I do like, is having the power at the bottom. Rather than right up there in your face. Sometimes I just don't want to see it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's impossible not to see it on Zwift. Like if I choose not to look at my Garmin, there you go, problem solved. One of the reasons why I quite like the idea of the pedal games is I can just go onto a blank Zwift canvas, and whenever it feels like it, I'll push over within a power band until it feels enough, and then I'm trying to accrue an hour or so in that band. But it's rather than having a workout tell me when I should and shouldn't, it's up to me to decide. Obviously I've only got so long to ride, but if I feel good after 3 minutes instead of 5, then fine. But if I feel awful after 3, what benefit is there really? I mean, that's really what Zwift, or what Exert is trying to do on their smart thing, is keep the time of your rest the same, but lower the power. Well, what if I dictated how long my rest was and then still managed to hit the power band? Would that not be more beneficial? I don't know.
Well,
oh, it's me in front. Sorry, I lost track of time.
yeah, just, I don't know. I would use it as a game and not as a training tool so much.
Yeah.
Because, if you're doing high intensity intervals, trying to smash out a goal, which, requires you to start hitting intervals at less than optimum, you're just going to do that whole thing where you're fatiguing yourself and not drawing the benefit. Now, that's only an issue if you're workout focused. But if you're like, hey man, I just want to get a good sweat and I have fun, yeah, for sure. That's the balance that we have a difficult time with, right? Because if I'm gonna ride, it's like I need someone to be like, hey, you do it this way or don't bother, kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, it's a bit like this. We're basically our own pedal game. When you come through, you'll push how hard you want within about 2 minutes.
Yeah, but there's a little bit of focus here, as in, I know what zone I'm trying to stay in. Now, I'm not gonna, but yeah, I mean, right now it's like, for the most part, it's like, I would say this is like 70% more fun. It's like a 70% fun, 30% workout, you know?
Yeah.
As far as my mental focus on it.
Sure.
Or how I classify it or whatever.
I mean, it's whatever works for you to make it fun, isn't it?
Well,
Whether it's pretty pictures or bands or rigid workouts, it's the motivation when you're fatigued. What keeps you pushing that bit deeper, bit deeper in me. That's what's going to make the difference, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Well,
if you hate every minute, you're going to look for opportunities to get off.
Yeah. Or never get on, right?
So, if you're training for a race, and every workout you're looking for opportunities to get off, and then somebody passes you on a counter-attack, you're going to think, oh, screw this. Much more likely than you think, oh, interval time, I like these.
For real. And I'm surprised that I'm even on the bike, given my entire race season is over before I even started.
Yeah.
But my goal is to, if it gets delayed till 2021, or if for whatever reason you know, they don't do the Worlds, but you know, I'm still there. So if it's just the Fondo, I'm gonna aim for podium.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Because I could have podium last time, but that wasn't my concern. It was just to qualify.
Yeah.
So I literally rode at zone 2. And like I told you, my average could have been zone 1 and I would have qualified.
That's nuts.
Because, well, this is like average power. Like normalized power was like 284, but average was like 246.
Wow.
And I was...
Your normalized power?
Huh?
Your normalized power now?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, I see, for them.
Yeah, no, for that ride, the qualifier. So we're more than halfway through.
Nice. My best drafting minute so far.
Good job.
Definitely more than a one bottle ride there, isn't it?
It's definitely what?
It's definitely more than a one bottle ride.
Oh, for sure.
Good job then. okay.
All right.
Feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling all right. I feel like we can do this.
Oh, what's that time check, by the way?
So
Mind you, we're on target for under 1 hour 30.
yeah.
We'll beat our previous time by a good
Oh,
4 minutes.
yeah.
But I reckon we probably lost 3 minutes in drop change.
Sure.
But, you know.
Agreed.
Oh, it's me.
Yep.
The Alp to Paris. Erg mode.
What was that?
Do you ever use Erg mode or never?
I don't.
No, I haven't. Did when I was on my own just to see what difference it made. Nah. Hey, you thought about making your own power meter yet?
Have I thought about making my own?
Yep.
Nope.
Because you've got a 3D printer and a drill
Nah.
and $6, I imagine.
A little more complicated than that.
How hard can it be? That would be buying the kit. You know the company behind ZWAT?
Yeah, well, I saw there was that post about $6 power meter.
Yeah, it's they provide you with instructions and trust that you're able to do basic soldering and sticking it together with following their directions. They say it's not for you to sell or anybody to sell. It's just fun as a project for us and sharing it. And I just thought, well, a lot of people out there with less than ideal manufacturing skills, mind you, it's worse than picking up a dumb train and sticking a speed sensor on the wheel, so, you know, whatever.
Well,
problem is, at least you can tell a Z power over a pretend power meter.
yeah. So,
Oh,
yeah, and you know, the issue is making sure you get, you know, ideal placement, and then, you know, ensuring calibration. There's a lot of tinkering with the signal.
yeah,
So you're doing a lot of filtering.
yeah.
And then, you know, of course, you know, figuring out low power mode. There's a lot of stuff. It's cool, but a lot of stuff.
I might do it just for just because I've got a whole bunch of stuff here I can compare it to. I can at least have an opinion, but it's also something to do. See,
Dude, if you're looking for something,
just see what it's like.
You should learn how to code. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't a nah. It was a yeah.
Oh. Nah, that's what the nerds do.
That feels like an awful long time before I get something in my hand that I can go, yeah, man, and be proud of it. Oh. Oh, it's me again. 2 minutes flies by.
Oh, now it does.
Get out of the way then. Feels like I didn't rest then at all. You're still doing 400.
377. You're not drafting me. You need to be drafting. You know I'm pulling, right?
I thought I was pulling.
No.
No. Nuts. I thought it was my turn.
No. You had already pulled. I'll pull till 60. I'm pulling.
It's my turn now.
Okay. I was gonna give you a longer break.
No, that's all right.
I dropped my chain. Shit.
Huh? Alright. I thought you were closer than that. Sorry. That's all right. I'll do a pull from 103 then, yeah?
Now, when you get on, I'll pull till 104. How you feeling over there?
Yeah, all right. You?
Yeah, I'm hanging in there. Starting to feel it.
Yeah.
It's good though. My entire body's starting to hurt.
Vehicle forums are much less full of watt per kilogram arguments. Just because you can't see each other.
Oh yeah, true that.
Give everybody all the information in the world, you won't ever hear the back of it. About how it's wrong, even though that's the first they've ever seen of it or heard of it. Come on, Joss, you can catch us. He's just putting a dig.
No.
Coming. 380 for an hour, I'm just saying.
What was that?
I would not want to do 380 for an hour. Steady.
Yeah, that would
Not
suck.
coming through. I think. What's your average now?
332.
Yeah. I'm still at 134.
Oh, I love some oxygen.
What?
I want some oxygen.
Okay.
It's feeling stuffy now. Must be the same there.
Yeah. I'm hurting.
Yeah, I'm coming through now.
All right, I'm hurting, dude.
Alright, take it easy.
Okay, my heart rate won't.
We got one final hill coming up.
Yeah, you might have to lead me into it gently.
Still doing alright. My heart rate's not coming down, so I'm just cranking it over.
Just relax. Like my lower back's hurting now.
Okay. We'll still probably beat the 130. So you've got a downhill after this. Let me go on the front, and then if you want to race her, save yourself the downhill. What do you have to do to maintain speed on this gradient?
You're dropping me.
Huh?
You're dropping me.
Sorry.
I'm only doing 200 watts. I can't shift.
I'm doing 150. Doing 40.2 kph at the moment. That means enough. Anyway,
I don't know.
I'm going to pull it to 280 for a bit.
Huh?
I'm going to pull it sort of 280, 300 for a bit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm toast.
3 minutes.
My big toe is going to shoot off into space.
Say again?
So my big toe is going to shoot off into space.
I'll pull to the left. Second bottle down. Where are you off to?
Huh?
Where are you off to?
I'll let you pull, yeah. That little... Oh, fuck.
Excuse me.
Next time we do this, I'm gonna break out the ice sock. My heart rate is 160 at zone 2. It's typically...
Do you know, I feel a lot more tired than my average of 166 would suggest.
Yeah, my average is 157. Just
1 minute 30 left.
I hope your wife's awake. Oh, dude. My, my intensity factor with FTP of 365, which I just use the one from Zwift.
Which is what?
365.
No, I mean, what did it say your intensity?
Oh, my .92.
Yeah, 0.89.
Dude, that's...
But then, very nice. 332 average. Oh, average speed at 39.8.
So, what was your average power?
We're going to find 38 seconds.
What was your
Yeah, so 332.
Oh, okay, yeah, mine was 324. It just plummeting at the end. Like,
yeah.
Good job, man. Thank you.
No, that was good.
Ooh.
I'm just glad I wasn't dropped like a stone like yesterday.
Oh, dude. You would have been... you'd be in a coma if you would have did what you did today, yesterday?
There's a bike difference. I'm back on the bike that historically I've done best with. I was experimenting with the oval chain rings, but I've got the original power meter back on it again. So back to power to match. That's a power source rather than the Neo on a Canyon I haven't ridden for about 8 months, and it's severely slammed compared to this. I've got on this bike, I've got it basically set up for winter. I've got mud guards on it. The stem is now, and it's a lot shorter and a lot more upright.
Yeah.
And for power, I think that suits me better. Well, to be fair, it suits most people better.
So what size bike, in centimeters, as far as, when they kind of size bikes out, and I know they're a little different between brands.
59.
No.
Nose to middle of the handlebars is usually about the sort of 59, but on the Canyon it's about 62. And the saddle setback is about 2 centimeters less. Setback on this bike is about 9 or 10 centimeters, which is quite a lot. But remember, I'm predominantly leg.
Yeah.
So
that's funny. I ride it like a medium, which is like in Giants. Like I ride like a medium or like a 54. And I have my saddle all the way forward, as far as it can go, and I have a 60 millimeter stem.
Really?
Yep.
And that's how you were fit, or that's what you find?
That's how I was fit.
Wow. Interesting.
So I ride.
Is your height predominantly upper torso? Or?
No. So my height is primarily my legs. That's the reason why my saddle's all the way forward, and then I have a small stem. So,
Oh, a small stem. I thought you had a large one. Sorry, I thought you said 160.
No, 60.
Oh. Okay. No, the one I've got on here is flipped upright with a 90. On the Canyon, it's about a 130, and it's a negative 17. So it's pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
And yesterday I had probably about a 2-3 degree nose tilt on it. I don't think that helped.
So, when you ride in the drops, where do your knees, how close do your knees get to your elbow?
Oh, they'll overlap.
Yeah. So like the top of my knee goes to the inside of my elbow.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's what mine does.
Yeah. So it's like, it's funny because like how I'm set up, you would think like, oh, it's not an aggressive fit, right? Like I should be very upright, but I'm not. I got a little tiny Bruce Lee torso. It's wide, like I got a wide frame, but it's short.
Yeah. I mean, on this bike at the moment, the knee overlap with shoulder is pretty. Actually, I'll tell you now. If I'm in the drops, like in a sprinter position, so vertical rather than right underneath the brake lever, that sort of position, and my forearm is level. The overlap of my outside from my elbow to my knee is 12 centimeters.
Oh.
So that's from the actual elbow itself, not the inner arm, from the elbow to my knee. That's the overlap.
I would have to measure mine.
But what I did to get the setback was I rode along at sort of like what I reckon I would do for an hour and a half comfortable pace. So probably more or less what we were doing today, probably about 3:20, 3:30.
and then lifted my hands off the handlebar, and I set my saddle to a position where I wasn't sliding forward and I wasn't feeling my torso being lifted up. I felt my hands were more or less unweighted on the hoods, and that's where I put the setback, and that's after I got roughly where the saddle height was, and then I could adjust it sort of millimeters from there.
Gotcha.
So that's how I set it up. So whether it's not going to be best for power, but it's going to be probably best for overall.
Gotcha.
So that, I suppose I could move it forward for Swift races.
Man, I wish my saddle could go even further forward, because like I ride on the nose.
Really? Could a bigger frame be better for you then?
No, I need a smaller frame. The top tube needs to be shorter.
Well, the thing is, if you have a smaller frame, the setback of the saddle is even more severe. You're even further back from the bottom bracket than you would be on a medium, because your saddle's that much higher relative to the frame in it.
Yeah, but your top tube extends out too.
Yeah. So it's about then getting the right manufacturer.
Yeah, because it's that whole geometry thing, right? Like at the angle, if the geometry of the frame remains the same and you shrink or expand it, that top tube is gonna grow in proportion.
Yeah.
So
that's why testing a bike in a shop is so important, isn't it? Because
yeah, but
I like error uploading the session. Oh, it will be uploaded the next time you log in. Alright. Okay.
oh, for Exert?
No, for oh, hang on. All pending sessions have been uploaded successfully. Okay, that's a B call message.
Yeah, it just takes a bit.
So you're getting to bed now?
Oh man. Yeah, after I drink a gallon of chocolate milk.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't really feel that hungry now. I did make sure I ate something before I jumped on that, but it was like a breakfast bar and
Okay.
what's called an Aussie bite. Do you know what? I'm totally into these Aussie bites. Do you have a Costco over there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Costco did, or they do over here, do these little things called Aussie bites. They come in a plastic tub, which is a really useful container to use later. But they're in these little tiny individually wrapped cakes, and they're properly nice.
Oh yeah.
Got these. Yeah, they're rolled oats. Got little seeds in there. Flax seeds, sunflower seeds, honey shredded coconut, dried apricot, sugar raisins.
Huh. Is it like a kind bar?
No, it's a little round cake, probably the size of if you put your ring, middle finger and your thumb together and formed a circle.
Oh, I would eat like 100 of those right now.
Yeah. No, they were quite nice, and I had a Nutri-Grain bar as well. Oh, and an apple. Oh, and a banana. I might have had a apple as well at some point.
Oh my god. My coach friend. How in the hell does he know how I'm writing? He says you are writing way too late and too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, he's absolutely right.
How does he know that?
Huh?
How does he know that?
Oh, because he's smart. He's a coach. He coaches a lot of. He's got a lot of world class athletes he coaches.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So he sees your he sees when you're riding and when you get off it, does it?
Yeah. He's the guy that just gets so frustrated with me. He's like, you're so goddamn strong, but you don't train right, and